Good morning, Houston. So today I want to take us out to a place in Houston called Bethel Church Park. And so as you can see, there's a structure behind me. It's a beautiful structure where the site of Bethel Baptist Church used to be. We're in a historical part of Houston called 4th Ward. And this was one of the first original freedmen towns after slavery was banished, and this is where a large community of African Americans came to after the freeing of slaves. And so I wanted to come here for two reasons. One, we're in the midst of the coronavirus, and we're also dealing with churches closing down, spiritual places to be, places to find mindfulness and meditation. And I wanted to come here specifically because it is an outdoor area. It's a place for us to connect with nature. It's a place for us to be reflective. It's a place for us to use meditation and possibly prayer. And so I just would like to encourage you all to utilize these spaces for that. And I know that a lot of us are trying to quarantine as well and stay inside our homes. And I do encourage you, if you are having symptoms, to do that. But also, they're still able to have social distancing when we're able to come outside and be outside in nature as well. So I'm encouraging you to do that. Now back to the topic of prayer and meditation as well, or meditation and prayer. These are very important things to allow us to have solace and to allow us to really cure and provide for mental health during times of crisis and hard times like we might be going through. And also just being socially distant from others, it's hard to really maintain our mental health at the same time. And so I think it's really important that we find a way for ourselves to really be mindful and meditative. And so there's actually psychology behind prayer and meditation that allow us to connect and slow down. A lot of times when we're having anxiety, we go into a state of fight, flight, or freeze. And what this allows us to do is actually connect the middle of our brain that is facing those challenges and those hard times to connect to our frontal lobe, which is an area of our brain that allows us to think and process information. So I really encourage you in this time of crisis and change and times that it's hard to get out and not necessarily get out of your house, but get outside. It's okay to step outside, even into your backyard, or just taking a walk around the neighborhood, but just taking some time to be meditative and prayerful. And so I want you to come to this space today. It's located in the, southwest side of downtown, well, west side of downtown, kind of in the Midtown area. There's been a lot of new housing going up in this neighborhood as well, but this just sits comfortably right in the middle of all of that as well. And I would just encourage you to come here if you can, if you feel comfortable, and provide yourself some space to really just breathe and recenter yourself. If you have a lot of troubles with meditation or with prayer, one of the best ways to recenter ourselves is just taking a deep breath. So breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth, and repeat that 5 times. And then you can also just meditate on some of the things that may be bothering you. If anxiety thoughts are coming into your head, you can also just allow those things to come in and allow it to go out as well. Another great way of meditation is really focusing on our body and the feelings and anxieties that we're feeling within our body. So we can do this by tightening up a certain part of our body and releasing it. So we could start with our forehead. We take a deep breath in tighten our forehead and release, and allowing that energy to go down to other parts of our body. This is a technique that I really would like to do another video on. It's called systematic relaxation. I've been doing it since I was in high school with my cross-country coach, Marty Dahlman. Shout out to Mr. Dahlman. And so I really encourage you to take some time to do some of these meditative practices, to include prayer and meditation into your life in order to find some solace. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing behind me. This is a beautiful space. This is an old church that they reformatted as a park. It was at risk of closing, and the city of Houston adopted it and took it in and created this beautiful park as a historical landmark as well. So we're at Bethel Church Park here near downtown Houston. I can actually see the city skyline from here as well. So I just encourage you to take some time, get outside, stay safe, but also take some time for prayer and meditation. I hope this message finds you well, and take care.